It's me, Uttermost Ghost, your friendly host, broadcasting to you from this ethereal post to entertain you to the utmost. Or as utmost as I am possibly able upon this day. Hello, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Whether you are here now or not. I know I'm like an hour early. But, okay, let's talk about shit because I feel like it. Ghostie feels like talking about shit, so we're gonna talk about shit. Yeah. Today was supposed to be the first day where I was gonna have the big online physiotherapies. And that happens via Zoom because guess what? Alberta Health Services does not recognize Discord as a reputable video help service, which was fair. More than fair. I mean, let's be honest. It was not. The amount of info they keep on you is terrifying. I need to go through and distract or destroy most of my info on Discord. But so I have to wait for a link to the session from my dumpster. And I was being a nice little possum, and I'm just waiting. Because it was a day. It was a day to wait for dumpsters. Except, dumpster never messaged Ghostie. Never once. Dumpster didn't say, hey Ghostie, here link. Dumpster just went, okay, goodbye. So I didn't do a physio, and now I'm a little sad. But Goji came home for work. For work? Goji came home for lunch. So we got to have Pizza Hut together. We had Pizza Hut, and I have a Dr. Pep. So, I am hopped up on the Pep today. I will be more energetic, but that does not mean I will be more observant. Today we are going to be playing. I am on Observation Duty 6, which I am excited about because I really enjoyed it last week when we played.
King Necros chose to be last.
Yay! Necros, hello, how are you? Thank you for being last. And I assume first as important. I really enjoyed I'm on Observation Duty 6 last week. I've been wanting to play it, but I was like, if I play it a whole bunch on my free time, and I'm not brain stopped. Recording it, yeah. If I'm not recording it and I'm not streaming it, you guys are probably gonna miss out on some stuff. So I decided that I would just play it on stream. And so I've really been wanting to play it, and I wanted to play it yesterday. I was like, oh, maybe after we're done Fastball. After we're done Pokemon, I'll have enough energy. No. Not enough energy. Ghostie does not have energy. Got food, got cleaning done. Hell yeah, let's go. Today has been disappointing. Today was supposed to be the first day of online physio appointments, but they never sent me the link to it, so I didn't get to do it. So I was sad. But then Goji came home for lunch and we had Pizza Hut, and now I have the Pep, and so I'm less sad. And I'm also in my efficient official government worker outfit or something to observe things, to perceive and observe and perceive. So I think it's time to get in the game. We are going to be playing some Phasmo later on with Haba, Chris, and Avery, so the usual crew. Just a second. There we go. So the usual crew. But
Now Varzal Alton is first.
Varzal, welcome in. Thank you for being first.
Oh boy, what flavor!
And thank you for 100 bits. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I decided to start early because I wanted to. And now you can see me in my official government outfit. So last time we beat Summer Cottage and we beat University. I'm thinking that if we continue to enjoy this game and we beat the other 4, then we're gonna try and get all of the achievements for it, because there aren't too many achievements. There are only 20 achievements and we already have 5 of them. Not too bad. Had some training this afternoon. Everything seems like yeah, I understand. So most of the achievements for this game are just like beat this thing, but it's also meet the specific thing for or meet the brains for the specific map. And we met I think the achievement guys for Summer Cottage, but not for University. We didn't meet it. Well, we met the doctor. But nothing else. So, if we finish all 4 of those, then we'll go back to University and try and meet more people. But I think we're going to start with train today. This is the one game where backseating is allowed. Okay? The one game. So if you see something and I'm just blind, be like, Ghostie! Thing! And I will try to not be blind. I gave myself glasses. Okay, I'm gonna read the explanation as well. Because we did that last time, but I want to redo it. Train. Locals have reported large quantities of anomalous events happening at the location. The epicenter seems to be a parked locomotive at the center of the railway station. A body was found inside the train. We have not yet been able to identify the body due to the extreme damage caused to it by what appears to have been a gigantic blunt instrument wielded with immense strength. Strange mumbling resembling no known language has been heard from the train. Numerous passengers have reported luggage disappearances and leaving the train with items they did not enter the train with. My kind of train. I have never been on an actual moving train. Only on to add to the mystique and rumors that I am haunted. When I was growing up, one of the museums that we would go to, like an elementary school, I'll bring you guys over here to do this. One of the museums we would go to was like a taxidermy museum. And then out in the back, there was a decommissioned fire truck. Yes, a decommissioned fire truck. And then an old locomotive engine car, rail car. And the rail car was like really rusted up. I don't know how long it had been there, but it's all outside, so like definitely getting rusty because of the rains and shit. And we used to just play on it. That was the best playground I had. Because the only other playgrounds I had available to me at the time were the local like park playground and then the elementary school playground. The elementary school playground was a black top, so just like asphalt. With a hoop in one corner. And then there was a tree. And there was like a tiny patch of grass around the tree. And then the rest of it was gravel with a big concrete tube. That was elementary school. And then the park playground was a whole bunch of rusty old metal, like a rusty metal slide. There were rusty swing sets. I think monkey bars. I think that might have been it. But the ground was all gravel, and I remember one of my earliest memories is going to the park with my mom and my brother. And I go, like, my brother is old enough to, like, kind of play by himself, but I'm very young. So, like, I'm climbing up the slide, and I'm gonna go down the slide, and mom's waiting for me at the bottom, and I go down the slide, and there's suddenly pain and lots of blood. 'Cause somebody had been drinking in the park the day before, and there was a broken bottle at the bottom of the slide. So guess who got glass in her knee? Me. Hi, Ghostie. I have glass in my knee. It never came out. And my brother was like, I don't want to go home. And mom was like, your sister's bleeding. He's like, but we just got here. He was like, maybe 5. Okay, 6 at most. He was a child. I don't blame him for being a child. Well, look. So the rusty train car was like the best. The rusty train car in the back of the taxidermy museum was the best playground I had available to me. Matt Damon. Okay, let's play the game. Let's actually play the game. Okay. So we got passenger C, private C, sleeping C, toothpaste, dining car. It's not dining C, it's dining car. WC. By the way, I found out that this dev is Finnish. And driver's seat. Is there any other C? There's no other C. I have heard. Also, the thing last time where we kept getting killed by the man at the cottage. He apparently appears on one of the previous things. Potatoes, help, brains, screens. There we go. Thank you, screens. And you're supposed to see him there, and that's how you stop him from killing you. But I didn't see him, and you guys didn't see him, so it was fine. Right? But yeah, if you see anything different, scream at me. So I do want to talk a little bit about accessibility in a place like this. I do understand it. So a lot of people are right-handed, so their weakness is on their left-hand side. So you'll see a lot of this sort of setup where the grab bars are on the left side. But my weakness, because I'm left-hand dominant, my weakness is on my right side, which is very typical, by the way. It's incredibly normal that your weakness when you become disabled is on your non-dominant side. I don't know what that is, but and I keep forgetting this, right? And also apparently things outside here can go missing and change, so we're gonna have to pay attention to that, even though I won't. You guys might. Who knows? You're smart. I'm not. I don't remember whether this was further up or not. It wasn't. So anyway, as I was saying, late, like when I went out on Friday and we were going all these places and I would have to use a public washroom, I would have trouble because I would go in to the moderate, like well-sized handicap room and I'd do a toilet and then I'd need to stand up and there'd be nothing on the right side. Like nothing to grab onto. Only on the left. Left side, I don't need help. I can actually stand up on my left side without grabbing onto anything to stand. But not on the right side. So, I had trouble. I had a lot of trouble. It was not pleasant. I find, I'm talking about this stuff, and I know it really doesn't matter too much. It's not, especially to a lot of people, because you guys, not a lot of people talk about accessibility. What's this? I bet this is fine. I bet this is the same as it always was. But yeah, accessibility is kind of a big deal. If you're in a problem. But the good news is most of you are right-hand dominant. So when your stuff goes, it'll be on your left side. And because all of the grab bars are on this side, you guys will be able to get up just fine. So good news. I don't know. I know. Is that new? Is this new? Let's check. I do like that this doesn't punish you for checking things. There are some that do punish you for checking, like, oh, those are shoes that weren't there before. If we have fun in this, if we have like a lot of fun in this, I think that we will go back and play older ones. If you guys also like it. And and we'll see. Was this always there? I don't remember. We'll try some more observation duty games or observation duty type games, because there are a lot of types of them. There are a lot of different ones that you can do that are typed that way, but aren't like official observation duties. So if we like this style of games, if you guys enjoy it, and I enjoy it because I'm currently enjoying it, we can have fun with that. I will not eat my microphone today. I will not bite it. I won't. I won't do it. There's nobody here. Not a single body. That's not supposed to be there. But yeah, if you see something, say something. And we don't know when yet I'm gonna go get robot legs. Again, by robot legs, I do not literally mean cybernetic or mechanized legs. I do not mean those. I mean quite literally braces. I don't know. Those are all backwards? Are these supposed to be backwards? Apparently. What about these? Yeah. Okay, got it. That's a body. So we don't know yet when I'm gonna get to go get legs. But the good news is that it looks like pretty much that the government will pay for it. Fine. Which is good because Goji and I are a bit strapped for cash lately. I haven't talked about this, and I would like it not to be too big of a deal. And this is and please do not use this as an excuse to bully me with that's not Smile Day. With anything, okay? The town is trying to be a jerk. Like, they are trying to charge us like $6,000 for our property taxes this year. Which, just look, I know we're a new house. We are. But we live in redacted. Like, everything is redacted out here. There are no amenities. We're all redacted. And, it's just a tiny house. It's a tiny little house. We have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. We only built it because it's the only place I can get inside that we could have a cat or a dog or a small possum. A small sum. If we want to have our own small sum, then what are we to do? We live in a town where, like, the only accessible buildings are for like 45 and up, and we are not 45 yet. And oh, that's a man on the toilet. Sir, could you get off the toilet, please? Yeah, I'd be upset if my head turned around like that. I don't know. This looks different. It's probably not different. It's not different. Give me a check. It's the only place in town where a non-old person... I'm not going to say old person. 45 is not ancient. 45 is just, established. But we're not yet there. There's only one place. I don't know what this means. Only one place in the entire world. Entire redacted. Okay? Where Goji and I can live, because everywhere else where we were living before, the condo, that is a 45 and up building. And we're only able to live there because I can't climb stairs. And what happened to trigger us like absolutely needing to leave? Well, that's different. Was that we have pregnancy scare. And we were like, oh, we cannot have smallsome. Cannot have smallsome in this home. So we had to build a place because we went looking at houses. Well, looking at houses in Redacted. Oh, Darian, hello, how's it going? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We were looking at houses, and everyone that we had looked at couldn't really be retrofit. Couldn't really be retrofit for the accessibility. Which sucked. Is this always here? So we had to build one. But now, because it's a new place, the town is like, hey, you guys need to pay us like $6,000 in taxes. And we're like, it's a 2-bed, 2-bath. With an unfinished garage and construction equipment outside the lawn because we haven't even gotten to start landscaping. So Goji has to go to court. And I can't go because I don't really have any defenses now. Stomach still annoyed? Oh. I'm glad you don't need to rush the toilet anymore. I'm sorry you had to begin with. But yeah, I can't go to the court because I'm an at-risk person due to my lack of brains, my lack of B cells. I think everything's fine. By the way, Altarian, this game is made by a Finnish man. I don't know if it's a man or a lady or a whole group of people. I don't know, but they're Finnish. Though then court should be a perfect place. Be at home. No. No, not like a king's court. Like a legal court. You know, with legal things. Okay, I need you guys' help. What the fuck has changed? Because I think we're gonna die. Oh, well, that's blood. I don't know what else has changed. I don't know. It's got to be a small thing. Or a big thing that we're just dumb about. Ah! Giant bear! Okay, we'll try again. We will try again. Thermos and sandwich, yes. So what did we have? Extra object and giant card. I don't know. I really wish it would have shown us. Like we talked about this last time. I wish there was a screenshot. But yeah. We'll try again. We also might end up having... So those, like, all of these are going to be normal first time around, I think. So this is what they look like. This is what this look like. This is what this look like. He looked like this. And then a water closet. Smile day. And then a driver's closet. And the driver's cabin was still. I'm not observant. Driver closet. Closet full of drivers. Yeah. I also might have to end early. Well, I don't have to end early. But one of the reasons we're starting early is that we might end early because Goji's coworker might finally play Phasmophobia with myself and Goji. Might finally do. Also figured out why I'm having such trouble. Did you move? Having such a trouble with energy and stuff. What's going on with that? I have an infection that I have to take antibiotics for. Because my brain, not my brain. My immune system can't fight off infections on its own. So if you've been like Ghostie, you've been weird. Yeah. Have a good sleep, Altarian. You got this. I believe in you. Actually, we're gonna stand. We're gonna take a standy break. 1 second. Taking a standy break cause my legs are yelling at me. And I pick up the microphone so I can talk to you guys while I do a stand. Because I understand that my face isn't in front of camera, so it would be mad if I tried to talk from up here. So I'm doing a standy talk. But yeah, my legs are mad at me. It happens. They're yelling at me. Okay, I'm gonna sit down again. You ever like, Ghostie, what do you mean your legs are yelling at you? So that was another part of the thing on Friday where the doctors are like, hey, how's your physical discomfort? And I was like, extreme. They were like, okay, that makes sense. Because your legs, the muscles are constantly tensed. So that's going to feel uncomfy. I'm like, yeah, I know. I live it. No, there's no imminent collision. What are you talking about? We stand still. And of course, I'm making it worse by drinking caffeine. But, you know, it's been over a week since I had a pep. It had to, okay? Have to occasionally drink the pep. We gotta get hopped up on the pep. I wonder if we're gonna get a toilet man again today. There are some big mans, but they don't count as a big man. Oh yeah, so I think it was the night before. I don't remember. It was not a night. It was a night very recently. So I was playing Baldur's Gate 3. And there was a cutscene and a whole bunch of NPCs looked like they were kind of looked like they were wearing red shirts. Like really, really tight fitted red shirts. And Goji just looks over and he's like, are they wearing clothes or is that a graphical glitch? It's like, I don't know. I mean, it could be either, right? And so then it changes to another view and gets kind of like a close up on this lady as she's talking. And Goji goes, those are nipples. This is a graphical glitch. I have fun with that game, and I do hope to share it with you guys eventually. But I do think that it's gonna be a long playthrough when we play that game. Like, I'm almost 180 hours in, and I haven't finished my initial off-stream playthrough. Like that. I don't know if I should be worried. Don't know if I should be worried that it's taking me this long. Huh. Vizel, thank you for that hydrate. Thank you for watering your streamer. I also hope you guys enjoyed my only plant offering. I know it's dumb and silly, but it does bring me joy to have only plant. We only have one plant. It is the only plant we have. Okay? We have no other plant. It is the only one. And it's it's a little man. A tiny little jade plant, and he's cute. I've been very careful with him this entire year that I've had him. Do not have a name for the plant, because it's a plant. I could name a plant. Would you name a plant? Just in case. I don't know why I switched cameras while reports are pending, when I know that there's theoretically mans that we then have to report, and that will get very angry if we don't leave fast. Oh, that's a ghost. It's a ghost in passenger seat. Passenger closet. I recognize ghosts. I recognize ghosts when I see them. She's like looking in the mirror. Well, I don't recognize mans. I will not eat my microphone. I will not eat it today. I will not. Oh, hi, Mark. Wow. I don't think that Goji's gonna bring home foods. I think he's gonna make foods that we have at home. Which is fine, because I like food. He bought off-brand Oreos yesterday. I'm super excited to have them. Because I miss Oreos. Are these the right packages? Was this supposed to have something? It's whisper time. I don't know. I don't think that I could ever do voice work. I have a lot of friends who are getting into it now, like doing voiceover or voice acting. Not Ghostie. Ghostie couldn't do it. Ghostie doesn't have a voice for it. Well, I have a voice. It's just I can only do the one voice. It's mine. Hi. Hi. It's my voice. It's a Ghostie voice. That's a light anomaly, I think. Lights and passenger seat. Okay, then what's this? What was it? I want to know. What was that classified as? Do you guys know what that was classified as? Hold on. Okay, we do have all of them. I was like, what the fuck? Remember to scram. If you see a wrong... That's wrong. That's open. You should not be open. You should be closed. Close. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making noises. I should probably turn on some music, but I kind of want to put this on YouTube. I don't know how to record it without recording music. So it's scream time, I guess. It's time to scream. You guys ready for a scream? It won't hurt your ears. It's not like a Habba scream. Habba screams are one of a kind. It's your Ghostie scream. It goes like, ah! I scream, hee hee hee. That's not supposed to be there. I did it. I did a scream. I did it for all of you. Now you know how scream happened. I will not bite my microphone. I won't do it. Like, I know I've reported this before, and I was like, that's fine, but it just looks out of place. Excuse me. You know what I miss? I miss having backrooms to play. I really enjoyed backrooms. But I guess we gotta wait for them to upload it. Upload it! Nothing's happening. We're gonna get a thing and it's gonna be like, hey! You're gonna... Oh, those are footprints. You're gonna die. And we're gonna be like, oh no. We're dead. Whatever will we do?
Tactical advance. Watch your angles. You guys train for this.
Melancholia, thank you for the raid. How's it going? How was your observation duty time? VanCat55, thank you for perceiving ghosts. Thank you for that follow. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're not following Melancholia, you really should. They're very cute. Yay, thank you for headbats. For those of you who don't know me, hello, I am Outermost Ghost. I am Outermost Ghost. I am an opossum ghost VTuber who plays a variety of games. Tuesday nights are kind of spooky nights. We're playing I'm on Observation Duty 6 until it's time to play Phasmo with friends. Ah, that's awesome. A possum fact, I can do possum fact. See, I'm not really good at the older Observation Duty games. I think I'm pretty unobservant. So this one, 6, is the best one for me because I'm really bad at looking at things and noticing. What? Shots of whiskey? I've never had a whiskey. We don't have any alcohol here, so I can't do that, sorry. Opossum fact 87. Opossums do not knock over trash cans or even dig into them. Generally, they only come out and get something once the raccoon or dog or cat has already knocked it over, or if there's no lid on the trash cans. And then they can't climb out of trash cans, so most opossums that you'll see in trash are there because they got lost and they can't get out and they need your help. We need your help! Okay, we're gonna go. And I know I said I in my tags there's no backseating, but guys, this is the one game or style of games where that does not apply. If you see something, say something. Possums are cute. I love possums. I'm gonna make a possum day video on YouTube and tell you guys all about possums and how awesome they are. Yeah, no, I actually got into playing this game because last year I tried playing it, the old ones, and I did one stream and I didn't even get a one map correctly. So I refunded the entire bundle. Because it was on for cheap, so I bought it. And then I refunded it because I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this. And then I was watching Insim because I watch him for his fast. Are you turned wrong? You're turned wrong. I was watching him for his Phasmo content. And then he was like, new Observation Duty game. I was like, oh my god. This one I can actually maybe play. And I was right. I can actually maybe play it. And not absolutely bomb the entire time. I think everything's here. Still World Smile Day. Last time we beat the Summer Cottage and the University. But we are probably going to try for the full achievement list on this game. Because it's not a very big achievement list. Most of it is just beating the things. And then that's a light fluctuation. Lights in the water closet. And then if we like this style of thing, then we'll either play the other Observation Duty games, or we'll go to different games of this style. If it's something where it's like, we like it, but one sec. We like it, but I'm bad at them, and we can't ever go forward, then we'll change to types of this style. I love Insim. Insim is so much fun. I watch his detailed break. This is probably fairly sweaty, but I do watch his big breakdowns of Phasmo ghosts and tactics. So if you guys stick with me and we get to Phasmo time and we're playing Phasmo, I will reference things that I learned in his videos. I'm not a good teacher. I wouldn't be able to teach you guys how to find ghosts. Well, I can teach you how to find some ghosts. But not all of them. I think we're gonna, regardless of whether we beat this map, we are gonna take a quick break after this map. Or after the, like, whether we die or beat it. Oh, there's a man on the toilet. Yes. Are you gonna scream at me now? Oh. I want him to scream like the guy in the outhouse scream. You know, you're just sitting there doing a business, and then somebody pans over to your camera from the secret hidden cameras. And you look at the camera and you start screaming because somebody is looking at you while you are using the washroom, and that's incredibly rude. Why would they do that? But they're doing it. There's nothing you can do except for scream and hope that they leave. Except they clicked on you, so now you leave. Oh, that's moldy. That's incorrect. Ow! Sorry, that was my leg. We're good. We're fine. Just ignore me. Ignore me. I may or may not be. 1 second, actually. Okay. Okay, we're good. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. We are good. No blood. Why does this look weird to me? Does this look weird to anybody else? Or am I just insane? Am I just insane? Am I just like looking for things to be wrong because nothing's wrong and it's messing with my brain? This lady has not changed her face the entire time. You guys missed it earlier, the bear got closer. Which I'm down for. I do like bear. Oh, that's sideways. I wonder if I like saw that in my periphery and I was like, this is weird. I don't know, that's how it works. Oh, 1 sec. We have wonderful internet here in Redacted. Whomstever. Yeah, we should. We should play Phasmo. Either on a Saturday or if you're available some Tuesday that one of the normal group is not also here for, then we should play. 'Cause it'd be fun. Oh yeah, we might end early today because Goji, my husband Goji, he has a coworker that we're trying to pressure into playing Phasmo with us. And the weekly challenge this week is fucking easy. It is so fucking easy. We'll definitely be doing it on stream. Was there stuff out here? I feel like there was like chairs out here. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Well, we could even do a Phasmo club before my Phasmo club with that. Like, we could do... Hey. Hey. You stop that. Like, I'm down for that. Probably rope Mauser into it. And then... Who else could we get? I don't think that Goji would be able to because he's, at work. But could probably rope somebody else into it. We could probably get there. It'd be so much fun. Oh yeah. Necros. I didn't even think to ask you because I'm like, Necros is probably busy. Maybe we could do that next week. That'd be fun. I'll ask Mauser. If the three of us are down but Mauser isn't, then we can find a fourth. Oh, that's blood. And if you have a friend, Mel, that you would like to include, That's also great. We will include them. Nope. Okay. I was thinking around this time, maybe, if you guys are up for it. Obviously, anybody who streams and is part of it is allowed to stream it on their channel. I know a lot of people do collabs where it's like only on one person's channel, and that's fun, but then like, what if we also want to stream? Okay. That should be fun. Just an entire Tuesday of Phasmo. I'll just start early for some observation duty, and then we'll go to Phasmo. I'm really loving this game. Yeah. That's what I would assume for like 2 hours. Not long. Not like a 4-hour binge. Oh, that's different. That lady's face is not there. Yeah. I'll ask Mauser. If he says no, then we'll look for a different 4th. No, you're still where you're supposed to be. This glass is here. That was always open. This is fine. That's good. Here you're good. That's so far away I can't even read it. There's no... Sorry, I was like, is this zooming in? But it's not. I'm very nervous about this one because I know we're getting closer. Ah! Hello! Oh. I didn't even get to see them for very long. Disappointed. Disappointed! Lady's still there. That's still there. Ba-ba-da. So very not active anomaly center. Whoever is on observation here for Federal Bureau of Control is just fucking bored out of their mind. They're like, can I be put on one of the active cases? Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be smart. I don't think you've played Phasmo with us. I think the games that we've played together are like Among Us. And then I don't remember what else. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Also, the door is closed in that reflection. Passenger closet. Nothing wrong in the passenger closet. Or the private closet. Was there a click noise? I feel like there was a click noise. Or maybe that was my imagination. I think I was imagining a click. I'm aware that it is fun. Oh, that's an abyss. In the water closet. Among Us, yeah. Minecraft. Unfortunately, In Silence does not work on Linux. Because they are complete and utter jerks and hate money. Is there a screen here? Yeah, I need to do another community day. I stopped doing them back when I had the frustrating time with anxiety, but I think we can start doing them again. Oh, there's stuff back here. Almost fool you today? Oh no. I don't know what happens when abysses fool you. I feel like there was something back here and there's nothing here, apparently. Apparently nothing here. Okay. Oh, that's a man. Hello, man. I think your jaw is interesting. I wish I could have had a zoom in on you. But there was no zoom in to be found. Ghostie is disappointed. Camera zoom into the elevator on oh! With the man standing there, like the four mans who are supposed to be there. Is it that one? I really tried with the prior observation duty games, and I was just so dumb I could not see anything in them. Oh, the one at the police station? I don't think I watched the police station. I don't think I played the police station. The bottle was playing spin the bottle with itself. It wanted to make out with everyone. We said no. A lot of times I think I see movement and then there's no movement. So I doubt myself. Nothing is happening. There's nobody here. We're getting close to 6 a.m. and Ghostie is paranoid. Problem. Oh, hey, there's a man in the bed. In the hallway, there are 2 doors in the back. And there's a distortion and zoom in to a guy's mouth. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. We're almost there, but I'm worried. I'm worried we're gonna get got. And I don't think we're gonna get the special man for this place. It's like the passenger or something. We haven't had that pop. So I would assume we don't have it. I don't think there's anything that I see. I don't think there's anything. I want there to be something. Oh, hello, man. I wanted there to be something and then there was a man. I'm very happy. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, I know. We're gonna beat the train! We made it! Yay! Okay, We are gonna go on a very quick burb. Spin the bottle. We're gonna be right back. So get yourself a snack and a drink. Stitch your leggies. Thank you for that hydrate, Vizel. Thank you for watering your streamer. We will be back in just a moment. Burp! And we're back! Thank you for dances. There was a crash? My thing says no drop frame. Thank you for the welcome back. Before we get back to the game, I want to thank the people who support me over on Patreon. So thank you very much. But more specifically, thank you to the people who support me at the $5 tier or more, who are currently Vizil, King Necros, Platform Platypus, and Regina over on Patreon. I read books for you guys, and I share upcoming changes like concept art and the like. You can get everything on the Patreon for as little as $1 US. But to be thanked by name on stream, it is the $5 tier or more. There we go. And thank you for the welcome back, Barzo and Mel. Temporary disconnect? Oh, that's weird. My OBS doesn't say anything like that happened, but I mean, guess what? My OBS messes up quite a bit, so I do not doubt it. Okay, let's go back to observation time. Absorb. So we did train, so now we've had university, cottage, and train. We'll do hotel. Try to beat hotel. We got like an hour and a half, I think. Maybe a little longer. Because we're gonna, at like 4 p.m. Mountain, is when we usually play with Haba and Avery and Chris. But 4 p.m. Mountain, guess what? Is when Steam does its stuff. It's maintenance time. So typically we don't really start until like 4:20 just plays. So I'm not really too worried if we're slightly late. Okay, we're gonna start in hotel. The Outlook Manor has been evacuated, and the hotel guests have been transferred to temporary lodgings. Aren't hotel guests at temporary lodgings anyway? After the staff made discoveries that point towards an impending anomalous event. One of the cleaning staff reported that during their shift, some of the decorations had reorganized themselves while she glanced away. A guest reported seeing a pale figure wearing a wedding dress gliding through one of the halls. Incoherent sounds have been heard from the corridors during both morning and night, and footprints have been reported on the ceilings. By the way, when I was like telling my physio on Friday about the fact that that all of the high strength, high level muscle relaxants that they used to prescribe me did not fix for me. Hello, Platypus. How's it going? Is it very Steve Jobs? I don't remember what that man wore. This is my I'm working for the Gavi and doing an observe time. How are you? Observe time. Wore a black turtleneck? Well, I'm wearing a dark brown trench coat that's almost black and a dark purple turtleneck. I think. I mean, it reads as black. Okay, I'll give you that. I didn't mean to read as black. I meant to read it as different. But I'll fix that later. I'll fix it in post. Help me see things. Outlook Manor. And lobby, this man sometimes has a third eye. That sometimes 666, that sometimes says no escape or something. This always says elevators. Elevator A. Aisle. Hotel room with Ubuntu. Bar. Entrance. If something's different, yell at Ghostie about it. Be like, Ghostie! And then I'll cry. I won't cry. What am I talking about? I don't cry often. Only when I spill all of the pap on the floor. By the way, I am hopped up on the pap today, platypus. I got the pap. Fire exit. Was this supposed to be open? I don't remember. Apparently it was supposed to be open. Yeah, we got to hang out with Goji. Oh, that was a distortion. In lobby. Got to hang out with Goji at lunchtime because he came home for lunch and we ordered Pizza Hut. And that's how I got at the pep. Is this also distorting? I don't think so, actually, but you know, fuck me. Don't do that. Don't. You do not have permission. I would be very upset. Oh, this man has his third eye. Do you guys ever have the thing, right? It's gonna be a weird thing. But you guys ever have the thing where you're like hanging out and you're drinking a cola, a Coke or a Dr. Pep or a Pepsi or whatever, and you're going, as you drink, you're going, man, I feel like my teeth are dying. That's why I sometimes feel like, just part of why I cut down on the Peps. You've never had the Pep? You've never had a Dr. Pep? I grew up in Texas, so everything was either Coke or Dr. Pep. And I do like Coke, but sometimes you just wanted the Pep. Also, now up here is like all Pepsi, right? It's all... It is very good. Up here is all Pepsi stuff mostly. There are a couple places like A&W has Coke products, and then one of the two like privately owned places has both Pepsi and Coke products because they just buy it wholesale and they don't like enter into a contract. And then the Pizza Hut has the Pep, but it only has Pepsi products. Well, Platypus, where I grew up, we didn't call it soda. We didn't call it pop. We didn't even say diet sody. everything was a Coke. Go to a restaurant. Hello ma'am, what would you like to drink? I would like a Coke. Okay, what kind? We have Sprite and Coke and Dr. Pepper and Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, Orange Fanta. Tech, hello, how are you? Yeah, see, I don't know if it's just an East Texas thing or if that's like an across the South thing. Goes great as I have never had Dr. Pepper with any sort of alcohols. But I do know that one of my favorite alcohols is a rum and coke. I'm doing okay. Also, I did notice in some editing the other day that the last time that you were here for a Phasmo, you were asking about how my walking was doing, and I just like completely spaced and did not see those while you were here. So I will tell you, my walking is a little bit not that good, but that's because I have an infection right now that I'm taking medicines for. We are supposed to be in some virtual physio starting this week, but that didn't really happen today, so I got a message to the doctor and see what's up with that. But the doctors think that I can walk again, and I'm gonna get braces soon, soon TM. They just gotta send their notes to my neurologist, and then my neurologist has to be like, you go to this man. Yes, exactly. Infection must fuck off. Well, see, platypus here in Alberta, Goji and all of his friends and family call it pop. They want cans of pop. And, I, like, coming up... Okay, we're paused. I'm gonna come over here and tell a story. So, when I came up here to visit him for the first time, and I had never been in Canada before. I'd been to Mexico, but never to Canada. And, we were at a restaurant. We were at a nice restaurant. And, of course, me being from Texas. Oh, no, Tick, it's fine. Strength is good. I'll get to that in a moment. Let me finish the story and then I'll tell you about Friday. Because that was interesting. So, we went to this restaurant on a date. Being from Texas, what do you order when you're at a restaurant? You're gonna order, you can order a Coke, but, if you're trying to impress your date, like, you shouldn't just be yourself. But I was like, you know what? If we're gonna eat pasta, I want some tea. I would like a glass of sweet tea. And the waiter looked at me like I had two heads. And he was like, what? And Goji was like, she wants an iced tea. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, and then they brought me a can of Brisk. Yeah, in Texas, you have sweet and unsweet tea. Sweet tea is how you have sweet tea is you brew a big vat of tea, like black tea. And then you add your sugar and or lemon juice. And that makes it sweet tea, and unsweet tea is just the brewed tea and then, cooled down so it's iced. Yeah. Brisk is a can of tea, iced tea. It is Pepsi brand. Yeah, it's actually significantly better than Nestea or anything like that. Gotta say. But not what I was looking for when I was like sweet tea. Come to find out, what I was looking for when I want sweet tea is essentially a simple syrup. Because the way my family made sweet tea, is you have a 2-liter pitcher, you put like 4 to 8 tea bags depending on how strong you want it, right? You fill it full of boiling water, you let it sit for like 10 minutes, get all the tea bags out, and then you add 4 cups of sugar. That was my family's sweet tea. Okay, so now to tell you why you don't need to lend me some strength. So I went to the physio on Friday, and that's why we didn't have a chill farming Friday. And they were doing assessments on like how strong the muscles are, because we were worried, right? It's a lot of sugar. Enough sugar to cause diabetes. Exactly! And then the fucking doctor in Texas is like, you have low blood sugar. You should eat more sugar. Which is not what you do with low blood sugar, by the way. You eat things that give you more energy over time, not just consume sugar. But whatever. So I went to the physio on Friday, and they were doing all of the tests, like, to see strength, because I'm in a wheelchair, and they were like, oh, we got a test to make sure that your muscles aren't atrophied. Good news, they're not atrophied, but guess what? Physio can't break. Physio can't break when the legs are just stuck out there and all tensed up. He's like, holy shit. And then of course they had me do a whole bunch of tests where they're like, okay, you gotta stand up and down, stand up. And because I don't really have that much balance and I don't have control over my muscles, you eat like rice and oats and things that will stay in your stomach and burn longer. Like beans are a great thing for that. Beans, rice, oats, some various vegetables and grains, but yeah. So anyway, you know, I have trouble standing up and stuff, and so they do the thing of like offering a hand or offer their arm to help me if I need to grab onto something. And usually, and I told you guys this Monday, but it's worth repeating because I know that a different group tends to come on Tuesdays. So I typically don't grab on to anybody who isn't Goji, because I haven't had a good track record. Typically what happens is they're like, oh yeah, even Goji's family members who are incredibly strong, like his mom and his sister and his dad are very, very strong, but they don't brace themselves properly. So when I need help, they aren't braced and I will pull them over. So for that reason, I don't typically grab onto anybody who's not Goji, because Goji is properly braced and I can't trust anyone else. However, I thought that these guys would know what they were doing, because they're physiotherapists. They deal with this stuff, right? Except I guess most people that they deal with are not that strong. I don't know whether they mostly deal with elderly people or what. Because at one point I was like trying to get up and I noticed that I was going to fall back down and there was nothing really to grab onto, and the therapist was there and she offered her arm, and well, no, this was the guy therapist, sorry. Because there were two of them there to do an assessment, and the guy was there offering his arm, And so I grab onto his arm, and what happens is if I'm falling backwards, I'm going to grab on and I'm going to pull, right? I nearly threw this man over the bed. Like the big physio bed, I almost threw him over it. Well, 'cause he didn't brace properly. And so as, like, I grab on, I pull, I recognize, oh, I'm not going up, but he was going sideways. And so I let go and sat back down. And then they were talking about resistance bands to give me, because, like, I'm going to be doing physio, and they do want to make sure I have enough resistance to make things a challenge and to get my brain to recognize this is a thing to do. And initially they were like, oh, just go to this store and buy some. And then they were like, wait a minute. So they gave me resistance bands, but they're at the level that most people would use for actual exercise, not for a rehab exercise, because my muscles are strong. I need actual big things. Big possum. Big, strong possum. Was he always looking at us? I feel like he was always looking at us. But I'm gonna try anyway. We see. He was always looking at us. So Ghostie have strong muscles. She do a big strong man. No, that's not what I meant. Got what I'm saying. I have significant muscles. Double resist. Yes. And that's something they were talking about, but just in case, right? It was just one of those things where I'm like, I felt bad because I was like, no, I do not intend to hurt the physio people, but if they do assessment and they're like, your muscles are good, and they go, Ghostie, what exercises you do, and I tell them mostly strength training, and then they don't brace themselves, how am I supposed to feel? I don't have that much muscle. You more muscle than me, but I'm a strong lady. Gotta be strong. Unfortunately, wait. This was wrong. This is backwards. It was backwards. Yeah. I did it. These are now Coke bottles and they weren't before. Not, well, theoretically. I don't know, I want to get stronger. I want to do like, because for arm curls, bicep curls, I'm just doing 25 right now. That's not very much. It's not much at all. I mean, it's something, right? It's not like I don't think kg. I think it's just pounds. Which is less than kgs. Anything wrong here? Like, I kind of want there to be like a head here. Just, you know, give me something. Oh, this was messed up. The main problem is that I don't have function. You know, like I have muscles, they're there, but I don't have function in muscles. They're just there to be angry and scream at me. And be like, ah! And then I feel bad. Oh, there's a man! Ghost in the bar. Sir or madam, that is not a very delicious tune. Yeah, probably around there, I think. So not like big. Just normal sized. Like I started at 15 pounds and then we're built up to 25. But supposed to be doing a boxing class on Friday. Which I like. I like boxing. I think it's nice. Yeah, still nothing here, unless this is a problem. Has this always been a thing? It's always been a thing, hasn't it? Yep. Oh. Stop moving. Flower pots aren't supposed to move like that. Tool C. Fire exit. No head. I really want there to be. I doubt there's even one where there's a head here, but like, I want one to be. I want it. As I've already warned, but I should probably warn anyway. Again. There's a chance. I don't know, I just feel like this looks kind of open. There's a chance we end early today. Because we're trying to make Goji's coworker play Phasmo with us, and I don't want to make him play on stream. So if Goji comes home and he's like, guess what? Coworker said he's in. Then I will end early. Yeah, I love boxing. I haven't done it in a long time. I used to do it before I lost function in my legs. Not like actual boxing, but like just not against someone, I should say. Hello, Salty. But I did it like the punching the bags and all of that. Because I gotta be honest, I don't like hitting people. And it's one of the reasons I used to be very hesitant to grab onto people. Or I am very hesitant to grab onto people when standing up. Because people just aren't ready. They're just not ready. And I get worried. I get worried that I'm going to hurt somebody. I don't want to hurt people. Oh, hey, there's a man! Look, there's a man in that. I love him. Can I zoom in? Nice. Yeah, I don't think I could ever actually fight because I think I would feel too bad. But it's fun to do. It's fun to like hit the bag and dance around and do the stuff. I won't be able to dance around because I'm gonna be in a wheelchair, but like can still can still do the punchies. You're too big to box? How are you too big to box? Wouldn't you want to be big to box? Or am I just dumb? We already tried reporting that. Is he different? Oh, you're too tall. So they don't really have a classification that fits you. I feel like there used to be something over here, but I could be wrong. That makes sense. By the way, have you been able to like get any help on stopping to amass height and muscle? There's still nothing here. I want to add. Oh yeah, because we're fighting the town on our town taxes. And I can't be there. They're like, well, we need a reason why she can't be there. But the council room is not handicap accessible. So my reasoning for not being there, being a wheelchair, they had to take a picture of me to show that I'm actually in a wheelchair. And so today Goji took a picture of me to be like, shh, wife is in wheelchair. Wife cannot be at place. They were kind of like meh about it. I feel like there's something wrong here. I don't know what's wrong. Something's wrong. No cure cast. Aww. You'd be surprised by how many things, by the way, are not handicap accessible. Especially things that are built as handicap accessible that just are not. The number of places in town that are like, yeah, we're handicap accessible. Well, they're footprints on ceiling. And then you go to them, they have like an inch. Yeah, I have, like, sometimes he has to. Sometimes there's not a, he just has to. Though I gotta admit, something I was really worried that I was like, yes, or there's no ramp, but everything's on quote unquote one level, but there's like an inch step up into it, which is fine if you're like walking or on a cane or whatever, but not if you're in a wheelchair. Oh, that's a man. Hi, man. Man's gonna kill us. Man's gonna kill us. Never mind. What? 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 And that wasn't even a thing? What do you mean? What do you mean that wasn't even an achievement? And I couldn't hear what he said. Just wanted to hear what he said. I admit, though, that I'm a little blind. Not blind, deaf. I know. I know. Who the fuck? Have a wonderful time. Bye, Zell. Thank you for that. Hydrate. Thank you for watering your streamer. Thank you for stretch. We should be going for at least 2 more hours. Probably like 4 more hours or 5. But who the fuck was he? And why wasn't... Ah, that's different. Well, tonight's spooky night. We're playing this until like an hour or so, and then we're going to take a break while we talk to friends and prep for Phasmo. And we're going to play that for 2 to 3 hours probably, unless all of a sudden we get told by Goji that his coworker is down for Phasmo, at which point I'll say my goodbyes and we will end early. But you know, that's just because we have to. We have to. This man, this coworker friend, we have to teach him. We have to teach him to hunt ghosts, do crimes. It's really, really necessary. Because what are we going to do if we don't hunt ghosts and do crimes? I mean, the doing crimes part probably won't happen tonight because that's payday 2, but like the hunting ghosts part can happen. I want Creepy Bald Dude to have a name and to be a person that I can reference in the lore. Is there even lore to this, though? Who even knows? Remember to shout if something is different. What was that? Did something go? Yeah. I will not bite my microphone. Won't do it. Because if I bite my microphone, then we have to invest in a bite shield for my microphone. If we have to invest in a bite shield for my microphone, that takes away from the fund to save up for the graphics card. Can't do that. Is there stuff here? I don't think so, but we gotta check. There's not a man. There's no man here. No man here. That was an extremely tame. I feel like the lights are off somehow. Maybe I'm wrong. No, okay. Something's different. Not really much has happened. Beside Weird Man, I was hoping for Lady. You know, they keep telling us about a lady in a wedding dress. But she hasn't happened. Last time we played this, there was a lady out here, but she hasn't happened yet either. Is this different? Is that different? Everything seems too okay. You know? You did a mini research? feel like we're already missing something. I don't know. Just report this and see if that's anything. Only notice a bar intruder. He will zoom in, but won't kill you until you report him for the first time. But we reported him twice. What else is wrong? Is it like a distortion in the aisle? Oh, I see. Might have to play this one again, because I feel like we're gonna die. Oh. Is that a pile of rocks or is that poop? I hope it's a pile of rocks. Because who the fuck would poop in the lobby? I think this is a different color. But I could be wrong. I was wrong. Oh no, we're gonna die! They've taken over. Oh well. Okay, so what did we miss? What did we miss? Object replacement in the aisle. Camera malfunction. Oh, we missed the fact that there was literally no hotel room. Okay, we'll try again. We will try again. Well, you can do a anomaly report. I'm a little sad that it doesn't like show you in the cases where it's like object replacement. Okay, but what was replaced? Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, it was definitely better than nothing, and I appreciate it. As I've said, I had trouble with the older games. I was just really bad at them. But if everybody is enjoying these, like this kind of stream, I would not be against rebuying them and playing them with chat. Or playing a type of game like this. Jade, hello, how are you? We are playing some I Am on Observation Duty 6 before we play Phasmo with Chris, Avery, and Haba. Oh, we should see if one of them is there for early. In case Mauser can't. Because they're all great people too. Once again, this is the only game or type of game that if I'm missing something and you guys are like, that thing, feel free to say. I am not against it with this type of game because Ghostie is not observant. But if you don't want to do that, that's also fine. Yeah, in this type of game only. When we switch to Phasmo, backseating pass is revoked. Because I don't completely, but I mostly have stuff unlock in Phasmo. If, by the way, what I consider backseating is telling me what to do. But, oh look, the man's back. Isn't he great? I love him. Yeah. Not the bald man. The bald man in here is not back. Also, apparently, in this game versus other games of this series, replaying maps makes it harder. Like once you've beaten it, if you replay it multiple times, it gets progressively harder over further beatings. Well, okay, so what I was saying about backseating. I consider backseating telling me what to do in a game, or telling me, like, especially, like, telling me how to play the game, or, like, what... Is this here? Might have been, I don't know. Is this here? Telling me, like... I guess so. Demanding I go do something else. This man has his third eye again. That I would consider backseating. In this type of game, where it is a spotted difference type of game, I invite you guys to be like, shout out, what's up, what's different, cause it's help. You demand that I have fun? No. Can't make me. I'm gonna have an awful time. No. I have fun. Oh. Slight spoilers for Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're like either wanting to play it and have not and don't want any spoilers whatsoever, or are playing it and have not yet reached Act 3, and you don't want any spoilers of any kind, even ones that aren't actually that spoilery, because you probably have heard of it, mute. Mute now, or forever hold your pizza. So, in Baldur's Gate 3, you can get Minsk as a party member. And I think he is adorable. I love him. Joke's on you, I love game. I think he is adorable and I love him. And I want to adopt him. Because he is very silly. Dude, I have like 180 hours in that game, and I'm not even done with my first playthrough. We had an issue, and I guess fair warning that this was still something that could happen. Lights in the lobby. This is something that could happen while I'm streaming at any time. We have a problem in that occasionally we have quick bump powder outages. power outages where it'll go down for like a few seconds and then come back up. But we had one of those on like Sunday. And after that, the power out right before the power outage happened, I had like launch game on Baldur's Gate 3. So it went down during the bump, but that computer did not. This one. This one's on a battery backup. The other one's not a battery backup. And then after that, I couldn't make it launch the game anymore. And I was like, oh, well, that's weird. And I was kind of upset. And I ran a whole bunch of tests, and I did some check-ins of things. Yeah, we don't have the money yet to set up our solar farm, but we want to once we have it. It dropped out, and I was like, okay, well, verify integrity of game files, everything like that. Try different protons. Nothing worked. Leon, thank you for head pats. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And so I uninstalled the game and reinstalled the game. But I had previously chosen not to save cloud saves. And so when I reinstalled it, and I was like, oh shit, have no save, I'm gonna have to start over. But it turned out at a previous Steam update, they returned on cloud saves. And guess what? There's a man. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy over here. Look at this creepy. So I just reconnected it with the cloud, and all of a sudden I had my saves, and I was like, oh, fucking thank goodness. He was so lost. He just wanted directions. And maybe a coffee. Okay, I'm going to ask y'all, because like I asked yesterday and nobody said anything. We went to Starbucks on Monday. Because it's either poop or rocks again, and either way, I don't want it in my lobby. My friend was like, because my friend was driving me, because I can't drive. Even though I want to drive again, I miss driving. She was like, oh, do you need to look at the menu because you haven't been here in a while? And I was like, no, I know what I like. Because I used to work. I used to work in a Starbucks. So I know their menu. I know how woot. And she was like, okay, what's your order? And I gave it to her, and she told me that I'm not ordering that. I'm going to sound like an asshole. But I don't think it's that bad of an order. So I would like to tell you my order, and you guys judge whether it's an insane order. Okay? Just in case. I don't remember whether this was here. So, my order is a grande caramel frap, add vanilla and white mocha. I don't specify pumps. I don't specify half. That's really tame, right? It's really tame. It's very good, and that's why I like it. It's full of sugar. And she was like, that's such such a complicated order. Well, cause she was like, you're basically asking me to ask them for like half pumps and partially decaf. I'm like, I'm not though. Well, and that's the thing. Like I know that when I worked at a Starbucks, if they don't specify pumps, you put in 2 pumps. Like normally for a grande, you put in 3 pumps. But if it's more things, then you just do 1 to 2 pumps of it, unless they specify. And I didn't specify, because I'm fine with either. It does not bother me. We got up to the window and they gave me the wrong order, and we didn't realize until we were on the highway already. So I didn't even get my drink. But that's okay. They gave me some... Oh, hey, look! Look at these hands! I don't like their nails. They're very long. They gave me somebody else's drink, and it was like a vanilla cream frap with 5 pumps of raspberry in it. So it wasn't very good, but it was okay. I still drank it. They do need a manicure. My friend was like, we can turn around and go to another one. I was like, no, it's fine. Like, what is the worst that happened? Like, it's not particularly good. This is definitely a high school girl who ordered this. But, like, I can exist in it. I can exist in the high school girl having a weird frap day. I just hope that they didn't get yelled at. Well, because the last time we had a Starbucks was in July. Because we don't have a Starbucks anywhere close to us. Just like we don't have a Wendy's or a McDonald's. Yes. Yes. Okay, what do we miss? What are we missing, guys? Oh, here's a lady. Hi, lady. How are you? Okay, goodbye, lady. Oh, that's a lady. We met the banshee. We're missing something. Here's the right way around. Oh, those are footprints. Yeah. I saw a lady. These hands also need a manicure. I'm one day gonna get a manicure. I got one once for my wedding because my mom was like obsessed with. My mom pretends to be not a very girly girl, but she's a very girly girl. And I think it bothered her that her only daughter, only assigned female at birth daughter, was really into boy things. Like, I want to play with the Transformers. Why you give me Barbie? And then I would take off the Barbie's head. Because, you know, that's well adjusted. Actually, I think most people took off their... That smoke. Took off their Barbie's head when they were, like, a tiny child. Ah! Walmart! You met the big man with... Okay, which one's the big man on observation duty for? Well, no, I lined them up. I lined the Barbie heads up on, like, a piece of furniture. And then, you know, like, certain Transformers toys had projectiles. And so you just take aim. You just take aim. I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm not maladjusted. Is there anything happening now? Huge guy. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think this is wrong. Is it what? Is what use? Is what you? Are these supposed to all be here? I don't remember. Like, are there supposed to be libraries? Apparently. Libraries. Growing up, there were kids in my class who would call it a library. And my teachers would get so mad at them. And they'd be like, it's not a library. Like, geez, shit. God damn it. Chill. Chill. Like, it's a library. Oh, that's blood. Oh, well, there is a guy in the university that we saw at the very end last time who was a big man who could have been you, I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you look like. But he was large. That's an abyss. Sorry. Do you want a room full of pictures and put what? Okay! That was the guy! That was a guy that we saw in the university last time. He was big man. And he came up the steps and he put his leg up on the desk. Remember? But then it ended before we could report him. I'm curious if we could have reported him. Can you report big man? He's super rare. I love him. I wanted Big Man the entire time. Then we got Big Man, but we couldn't report Big Man. I saw him on an Instant video. What? I don't know. Everything just feels like there should be something wrong in that one. Outlook. It's still nothing so far that I can see. Oh, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. If you need to go through the stages of grief, they're right there. You know, really conveniently, you can go through the stages of grief at a hotel. Like, and that they had them thoughtfully pointed out, you know? Man, I hope that I get to walk again. I'd like to. I want to go places. I want to go places, meet people. I doubt it, though. Goji's parents came over to help us with some stuff on Sunday. We were having a talk. And they're like, all the family's getting together for Thanksgiving. You guys should come too. But like the house looked... Okay. Outlock Manor. Ah! Thank you. I noticed too late. Yeah. Let's see. Anomaly report. Object movement bar. Object malfunction bar. Camera malfunction bar. Object movement elevator A. Well, let's try again. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We can probably do it. This might be our last attempt before we go do Phasmo, though. So what's gonna happen, because we usually like hang out in chat for a moment, like before we go live with Phasmo, is I'll put you guys on BRB and I will mute it so that you guys can't hear us. And we'll have a little bit of a talk. And then once everybody is there and available, I will come back and be like, hello. Again. And we'll tell YouTube that it's a different video, because it's going to be a separate recording. Because I'm making... If you guys aren't on the VOD channel, and you're like, oh man, I miss Ghostie streams and I don't like Twitch player, go to our VOD channel. We have a VOD channel. It is well maintained and kept up. I have playlists for the different games we play, and things like games with friends are all on one playlist. I want to do a community day coming up here, if you guys are up for it. Sounds good. Yeah, of course. I hope you'll have fun. If you guys are up for it, I would like to do a community day where we play Mario Kart. Because I finally have a place where our internet should be good enough to do an actual like Switch day. So we could play Mario Kart and things like that if you guys are up for it. And if not, that's totally fine. We do not have a Discord command currently, unfortunately. But I can actually get a current invite. So here's what's going on with the... Clicked on the wrong one. Here's what's going on with the Discord and why we don't have a Discord command currently. I've never had socials set up, and I need to, but I haven't. So, we currently don't have a Discord command because, according to what I last tried to make one, and we'll see if I can create an invite. Now that's different. Can we do? No. Okay. So we can only do invites for as long as 30 days. And so I'm going to make one right now for 7 days. And I'm going to post it in chat. And I will pin it. But we are not a Discord community, as in, like, we are not, we are not, we're not a community as far as Discord is concerned for, how do I put this? Help. helpful would be nice. With communities, it has to be like a public open thing where people are like able to join off of the search function in Discord. And as much as I think that it's nice to have a constant Discord invite link, I do not like the idea of it being public open. So what I'm going to be doing, because it's the second time this happened, is I'm going to make one for 30 days, and we're going to do one, like do a exclamation mark Discord for that. And then I'll just have to set a reminder for myself to redo it every 30 days. You can use things like exterior services to make a longer invite again, but I don't really want to do that. Because using exterior services increases your chance of your shit getting stolen. Yay! Thank you. And you are very welcome. I don't have a very good Discord, and eventually I'm probably going to have to get somebody to come in and actually fix it. Like, please help. I am bad at this. But, for now, it does its job. We're not a particularly active group, I will say that. And that's fine. Because we don't have to be. And I feel like I would be very, like, I don't know, stressed if it was constantly going. Constantly popping off. Like, some of the Discords I'm part of are just constantly popping off. And I tend to mute until turn on. That is Abyss, I think. I don't know, it looks kind of red, but I guess it's an Abyss. Nice! Yeah! Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with Discord overall. Because we might eventually have to just make a new one from scratch if it's too difficult to fix whenever I get around to actually fixing it. But at which point everybody will get a link anyway. Have an expiration date on the old server and an opening date for the new one. Yeah, I feel like I have a good group of mods, but I admit that I have no idea how I would try to choose new mods if I ever needed to. Because I have Altarian, who is my mod because he's a very good friend of mine. And right after I got... Oh, that's an interesting idea. I have no idea what I would put in that. Right after I got affiliate, I was like, "You're a mod, Altarian," and he was like, "I will be a mod." Because he's in here like almost every time anyway. And then, of course, Goji's an editor of the channel. And brother-in-law Nathan is a mod. Platypus became a mod because we were running a guild in an MMO and my account lapsed or something and he was given control. So, but then gave it right back the moment that I had my account back. So, I was like, well, that's trustworthy enough. And, then we have Necros, who just was an amazing part of the community early on. And I was like, I think he could be a mod. And that's my mod list. Most of my mods are not here most times. I would make Varsal a mod, but he's usually here while he's working, and I don't want to add stress. Most people are here while they're working. Yeah. That would be interesting. Necros is awesome. Necros is very, very good. I think all of my mods are awesome, even though most of them aren't here most of the time. That's a distortion. I think they're all great. All of my mods are awesome, King Necros, you included. You're a real cool person, and we like having you around. Most of my mods don't show up most of the time, though, because they're not. Most of my mods are not mods because they're super active in the community. Most of them are mods because they were fundamental in creating the community. And then like the three that tend to show up are Necros, Platypus, and Altarian. And then Nathan like never shows up. And Goji shows up if he's home while I'm streaming, but he's usually at work while I'm streaming. But he forgot how to do shoutouts. He forgot. I feel like this is gonna be another one where we lose. The man hasn't been in the basket yet, and that upsets me. Mods are cool people. We love our mods. I don't think I could mod for people unless it was like for Goji. I could mod for Goji, but I think it would be a really bad mod. Are we okay? Do we have connection? Okay, at this point it's an OBS problem. I was just saying it's an OBS problem and we're gonna restart, and then it was like, haha, I'm here. I guess I heard your nefarious plans for restarting. You guys missed nothing. So I'm wondering, right? I'm wondering if, since we moved here, the ones where it like drops out and then reconnects. No, those were Telus, because anytime I was on Discord at that time, it would also drop out and reconnect. Whereas this, nothing else dropped out. Got it. Don't worry, I didn't do anything without you guys. We're still here. Fire exit and elevators. Bunk the Reckonlar? I don't know what that means. Spooks. Camera malfunction. Okay, have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Thank you for headbats. For whatever reason, they're still not proccing. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for watering your streamer. Streamer watered. And then we have like a little bit. Hold on one sec. We have a little bit before we have to be in chat for the Phasmo. I get distracted whenever there are Discord messages, which is why I typically do not do Discord. Kamara's computer. Oh, I see. By the way, what we're probably gonna do is when we're done here, we're likely going to actually end the stream and do another. No, we don't have to end the stream. We don't have to end the stream. We're here. That's Coke. We don't have to end the stream. But yeah, when there are Discord messages, I'm doing this shit. It freaks me the fuck out, which is why I typically turn Discord off. Whomstever. Kane? Whomstever. We're gonna be using Discord for Phasmo tonight. So it kind of doesn't make sense for me to turn it off. But it does freak me out that people are messaging in the server. And I'm like, I can't do anything. I had a lot of anxieties to do with Discord for a while. Oh yeah, no, there's always the joke of Ghostie's coke habit. Ghostie's coke habit. Ghostie has a coke habit. She likes Coca-Cola. Goji will often say I'm a coke fiend because he thinks it's funny that way. I'm like, I get. Oh, no, that's just a shadow. I was like, is that an abyss? No. But I don't have a cocaine habit. I just have a Coca-Cola addiction. As long as the community... I know. I have anxiety. And, part of my anxiety. We got him twice. Are you speaking Infernal? I don't have Infernal on my character sheet. I think he's speaking Infernal to me. Either that or German. Could be German. I never finished my German lessons. I became almost conversational in French. Conversational in French. But I was really bad at German. Ghost. Is there anything? Did we miss one? Is there not an aisle? Hold on, let's go look. Entrance, lobby, elevator, aisle, hotel room, bar, entrance. Okay, I think we got everything. I think there's all of the cameras. All of the cameras. I know that most of the time, especially with a chill community where everybody's pretty cool, you can just kind of leave. And a lot of times you don't need to bonk people or ban people. Like it's very rare, honestly. But I was previously in a very active RP community. And I don't think those will change, but just in case. And they were just fucking wild. And so I gained an anxiety about it. And that hasn't gone away. Oh, hey, ahead! Ahead! We're delivered ahead! Ahead! I don't... yeah, no, just like constant drama. That is the most Canadian I've ever sounded when I went, yeah, no. A head. I love the head. I want more head. More of it. More! Come back. Okay, we're done. Done screaming. Sorry, guys. Sorry for scream. I am an opossum and I do sometimes scream and I do apologize for screaming, but it is my culture. Yeah, it was just a like drama magnet, cause that's what RP communities end up being, like, unless everybody in them are adults and like understand boundaries. If it's mostly young adults or teens, then oh hey look, there's a man. Then it gets into fucking drama. And so that, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, I go to sleep, and then at 3, I'm assaulted with messages of people going, this person said this to me, and just like, oh, fuck. Just let me sleep. Well, yeah, no, but I mean, there are different kinds of young adults, right? There are young adults who are like, hello, I am an adult, and I do the thing, and I live my life. And then there are young adults who are like, oh, mi amor, I need you right now. I'm joking. I'm putting on an accent because of telenovelas. Most of them were not Spanish speaking. Most of them were probably Valley Girl types. You know, the kind of people who are like, my character is literally me and your character is literally you. And so if I'm with your character, then you're with me IRL. They're those kinds of people. They are those kinds of people. But you know, when you're also a kid, essentially, your brain doesn't settle until you're like 25. That's when your brain settles. So when you're like when you're younger than that, you can get swept up pretty fast in the drama. And I also just didn't understand boundaries at the time. So I would leave my sounds on and wake up at 3 to deal with someone else's drama, and that was on me. I also met some of my best friends through that. Like some of my absolute best friends now, I met through that RP community. So, I mean, it can be a successful thing. We're missing something. Well, that's too far away. I think so. Yeah, 24 would still be considered a young adult. Well, hell, I mean, Goji and I are in our early 30s, and we are being referred to as a young couple. So, I mean, if it's not internet, you're a young couple up until you're like 40. Just so you know, you like IRLs. You're not old until you're like 40 or 50. At least according to Western societies. Excuse you? Well, yeah, 40 is old, but like, well, it's not old. Hold on one sec. Just realized. I had to tell everybody that I was gonna be in VSC soon. Typing, click. I touch type. Hey, look, there's a man who's missing, who's lost again. He got lost. Okay, fire exit. Last man. Do you really not game tick? I don't think I would game as much as I do if I hadn't lost my ability to walk. I was significantly more outdoorsy back when I didn't have to worry about walking. Like trying to relearn it. And I used to walk miles daily. But since I lost my walk-ins, that is a weird lady. What is this? This is an intruder in the aisle. I like them. Sudoku and chess? Oh, that's the crawler! Oh, I loved them. I want them to come back. Those are games, but and you can play them on video games. I don't think you could say it's not a games. But yeah, if it weren't for the lack of walkies, I would probably not very much be online. And that's the reality of the situation. We probably would have moved somewhere else, and we would probably do a lot of camping, and I would have learned sword fighting and archeries. Because I always said I wanted to. If I learn how to walk again, Goji promised me that he'll take me to learn how to sword fight. Because that'd be fun. Yeah, then that counts. That's gaming. Despite the fact that I have played video games like on console or PC since I was literally 3, I do not think that there is like a you must do this amount of things to be called a gamer. I think that gaming is, it's just a hobby that you can have. Though I will always laugh when that subject was brought up, because I remember my dad, Ghostie, are you a gamer? Yes, father. Yes, I game. Whoa. See, I used to do a lot of archery before moving, because I actually really like archery. And I was decent at it. I wasn't great, but I was decent, I had a lot of fun with it. I feel like we're missing a camera. Aisles. Hotel. Yes, I know. Bar. Yep. Entrance. We don't have entrance. Why does it love to just like nerf one of our mans? I'm not good at gun shooting. We went to a gun range once. It's the only time I've ever fired a gun. I know I'm a bad Texan. The only time I've ever fired a gun, and it was a 50 cal revolver. And I was a bad shot. It was not a good shot. Ghostie spread was everywhere. But when I am on archeries, I'm actually pretty okay. Oh, this is different. Nice. My brother goes and he does archery. He lives out in BC. And they do archery. And kayaking and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. Maybe one day. Life isn't over yet. I still have at least like 50 years probably. And Goji has agreed to be married to me for those 50 years. Though he does hope that we eventually get to the in-health portion of our wedding vows, And I agree, that would be nice. Because we've done the in-sickness part for a while. And it would just be nice if we could do the in-health part. I think we're gonna make it. We might make it. We're not gonna make it. Was this different? Ow! That was the sound of me having a small hand spasm that punched the mic, and then the mic hit my teeth. Mic hit my teeth. Mic hit my teeth. I had no teeth in the mic. Well, I mean, at least it was the foam and not, anything else, because that would have sucked. Yeah, that's a big bow. I don't think I could do that bow. I gotta be honest. Maybe I could, but I don't know that I could. I haven't trained archery in so long. I need to. Well, okay, I don't need to, but I would like to get back into it. It would be nice. I wish that man was there. We're gonna beat it, guys! And then we're gonna go on break. Yay! We did it! Dancing. Okay. Okay, we're gonna quit out. We're gonna go back here. Okay. We will be back in a little bit. Get yourself a drink, a snack, stretch your leggies. We'll be back in a moment. Barb!